You're watching Watch Fox Sports Zone with Sports Director Matt Dow, Claire Foley, and Jared Parker. Watch Fox Sports Zone, sponsored by Lexington Medical Center, starts right now.
Welcome into Sports Zone, everyone. I'm Sports Director Matt Dowell. Happy Wednesday to you. The South Carolina women's basketball team with a quick turnaround after their trip to the West Coast, back at Colonial Life Arena tonight, hosting Winthrop as the Gamecocks look to continue taking steps forward in their team chemistry and comfortability, hosting the Eagles, who have a really good team, and they hit a lot of really tough shots tonight. But this one, as you expect, was all South Carolina. But let's show you how this game played out. Winthrop would get on the board first here, but Taniyah Latson, well, she was a problem tonight with the immediate equalizer, and get ready to hear her name a lot. Also settling in quickly to that Gamecock uniform is Medina Okote. She's doing it on both ends early, putting one away into the Eagles basket and then making big stops at her own. We love some offense and defensive play from a center. South Carolina said coming into the game that they felt their defense was taking steps forward, and that was on display. Raven Johnson with the block. Agat McKeer recovers, dishes to Joyce Edwards for the points, the SEC Player of the Week. Taniyah Latson looking the best she has so far this season. She'd have 20 points before we were even halfway through the second quarter. Gamecocks well on their way to steamrolling Winthrop as they're up 34 at the half. Joyce Edwards adding in another bucket before heading into the locker room. And then we go into the fourth quarter. Gamecocks now with a big lead, up by 42. Agat McKeer with the takeaway finds Joyce in transition. Edwards would finish with 22 points on the night. Dawn Staley and her team trying to get Okote a double-double. She's telling Medina here she just needs one rebound, and she gets it, finishing with 23 points to accompany those 11 rebounds. South Carolina cruises to 5-0 on the season, a 50-point win, 106-56, your final score. Our Claire Foley was at this game, and she joins me now live from Colonial Life Arena, where the Gamecocks improved to 5-0. And Claire, this was a really fun game as we got to see a lot of minutes from the entire Gamecock roster tonight.
It was a fun win, and it was a milestone win. South Carolina women's basketball had three players with 20 or more points in a game for the first time since 2014. And leading the way was Taniyah Latson and Medina Okote with 24 and 23 points respectively. Taniyah Latson shot a season best 73%. Okote, as you said, had a double-double. And now both of these newcomers, they've been trying to transition and learn this new program. And after the game, Latson talked about what that transition has been like for her coming into a program that is more demanding. And she said she's had to learn to try to be easier on herself in the process. I also asked head coach Dawn Staley about these two players and the growth and potential she sees in them already through 5 games that she knows will continue to grow moving forward.
They aren't where they used to be, and they're not where they need to be or where they're going to be. It really takes, a lot of coaches just kind of guiding them, showing them through film, and it's also just talking to them about, what they're feeling, like, because it's a lot of pressure to play for us. It's much different than where they come from. So some of that they have to work through. There's a lot of people always out here. There's a lot of critics that have a lot to say about, how they're fitting in, what they're doing, what they're not doing, and their why. I always go back to their why they came here, and that their why is to make them, put them in a better position of being pros. Just adding different things to what they already have, to doing the things that pros are looking for. And for us, it's not, it's not any different than how we play. Like, this is our normal, this is how we play. And it's worked out for the other players the other pros that we produced. But they're coming off nicely. They're very coachable. Like, it's incredible. Like, they're really, like, mature about how they go about things. And, they're listeners, they're coachable, they want to be great. I think we got Leah coming in next week, and Medina's excited. You know, she's super excited because she'll work with her a little bit just to show her what happens at the next level.
My teammates and my coaches giving me grace. I know this is different, you know, coming into, you know, a different school, learning a new system. So I'm trying to give myself grace too. You know, tonight I just wanted to play free, and I think I did that.
The 50-point win brings South Carolina to 5-0 on this early season, and they'll look to continue their winning ways coming up on Sunday for a matinee as they host Queens University right here on this court. Reporting live from Colonial Life Arena tonight, I'm Claire Foley, Watch Fox Sports.
Thank you, Claire. Yeah, South Carolina got Queens on Sunday and then a big Thanksgiving week where they'll go out to Vegas to take on a couple of ranked opponents. That's our Claire Foley live from the CLA, where again South Carolina winning comfortably over Winthrop tonight, back in action on Sunday before heading to Vegas. And we dive deeper into Gamecock women's basketball on our South Carolina Sideline podcast. Post-game analysis, game day previews, and exclusive interviews you can't get anywhere else. Jared Parker, Claire Foley, and I have you covered on all things Gamecock women's basketball from now all the way through March, along with other Gamecock sports, of course. We got a new episode out tomorrow where we'll talk about Shane Beamer looking ahead to 2026, and we'll talk about Joyce Edwards and her SEC Player of the Week honors. So we got men's basketball for you as well. It's a busy time of year, and you can get all things Gamecock sports on our South Carolina Sideline podcast. You can watch South Carolina Sideline on YouTube or listen to it wherever you get your podcasts. Apple, Spotify, Amazon Music, wherever your podcasts are, so are we. Just scan the QR code on your screen and it'll take you right to where you need to go.